Brian, you seem very happy after that one walking back here. Tell us your thoughts right now.
Yeah, it was a domination from start to finish. Look, I was going for the finish, you know how I am, but he was very tough. He had a hell of a chin on him. He was unpredictable. He had a good guard, and he had a good takedown. So I had to pick my shots, but it was a domination from start to finish, and I'm happy with that. That's any time that I have fought in Ireland, I've been given top 5s and top 10s only. This is the first time I fought someone outside of the rankings, and look what happened. But I'm ready for that step back up in competition next.
I believe it was hard for us to hear, but I believe you called out Leandro Higo afterwards.
Yes.
Is that the fight you want next?
Yeah, why not? Me and Leandro were meant to fight in Italy a while back. He had visa issues, so it's a fight that I've always wanted. I really respect his the Pitbull brothers, not so much him, so yeah, I'll take him.
The fight itself, obviously Arivaldo came in and he made it tough for you. You were trying to draw him out and trying to land that big counter, and you had to go and attack him then at some stage during the fight. Were you expecting him to be maybe as tough as he was? You landed a lot of big shots on him.
Yeah, I was clinical with the shots. The calf kick really bothered him, and it actually kind of worked to my disadvantage because he went into southpaw. You know, orthodox versus southpaw, your primary weapon is your right hand, but when you're leading with the right hand, you're there for the takedown that little bit more. So my jab wasn't utilised as much, but it still got through. But like, you know, from start to finish, it was one-sided, and I landed heavy shots on him. He's a hell of a chin, let's be honest.
I suppose your last two fights here in the arena, the last one didn't go your way and this one did, but two phenomenal performances.
Thank you.
In terms of technique, and anyone I know watching in will that with the eye will see that. As someone who prides themselves on that, being that really good technical fighter, how happy are you to put another performance like that together with the win?
Yeah, and I really appreciate your words. You've mentioned about me and Lugo being one of the most technical fights in Ireland, and I agree with that. And I feel I won that fight, but that tonight was it was clinical. I'm not just saying it. I hit him a check right hook, and I thought that was going to be it, and he just stumbled forward. I hit him an uppercut, the same uppercut I hit in Italy, and the guy went down like an elevator, and he just stood back up again. So I was like, fuck, he's tough. But yeah, clinical, but we'll get the finish next time, yeah.
Just on Arivaldo as well, like the amount of shots he took and that, and I think he looked different in this fight than he did in most fights. He looked to have improved, to be honest, from what I've seen of him.
Yeah.
Like, how impressed were you with him, you know, going 15 minutes with you?
Yeah, like he was actually nothing like I expected. Even in his stature, I thought I was going to be fighting a guy this height and this thick, and he was like the same height as me, same thickness as me. But in all the fights I watched, I didn't see him throw a single jab. He threw jabs tonight. He was checking kicks. He was going for really good takedowns. But yeah, look, but I expected that. He was on the biggest stage in front of the best crowds, in front of his best opponents. So yeah, he brought it, but it wasn't enough.
Brian, you've spent a lot of time working mentally to try and get that venom back. You wanted to go in here, and you know, you spoke last time about having empathy for Lugo. How did you feel in the cage in that regard?
Oh, I swear to God, I work so fucking hard. I'm the hardest worker. My dad is a hard worker, and I just take that from him. And I'll work harder than anyone I know, but I've done the same thing on my mental game. When I walked back in here against Lugo, I felt amazing. But that killer instinct, that ruthlessness wasn't there. I was happy to kind of a technical sparring with him. Tonight I wanted blood, and I got it. I didn't get the finish, but I hurt him, and I was ruthless.
Could you feel that? You know, could you feel that within that ruthlessness?
Zero mercy tonight. That's what I was. I was back behind that curtain, and I was like, fuck. This man's coming over here to take away from my kids. Fuck that. I'm working with Kieran McGeeney, my idol, Armagh football legend, and he does my sports psych with me. And he said to me, he's the man in the playground trying to take away from your kids. What are you going to do tonight? And no one's taking anything from me, my kids.
You had a great post-fight speech in the cage. You were buoying up the crowd. Well, you know, what was that like? How did that feel?
Unbelievable. I've been on the short straw over in Ireland. I've had fucking fantastic wins with Bellator. I love Bellator. I love them, but I've had amazing wins, but it's been overseas. In Ireland, I've been Daniel Vaitia on 2 weeks' notice, AJ McKee on 3 weeks' notice, and I was sick as a dog. Lugo, and I was robbed. I had the chance to speak in front of the mic. I jumped the crowd, and it's fucking beautiful.
You said you wanted featherweight next. Is that still the plan?
No, that cut was ridiculously good. I walked back in here at 150, 156. Felt amazing. So no, 145. Look, there's great 145s that I do want. The only reason why I wanted to say 145 is because I want to get the fight. Hey Brian, you ready to go in 4 weeks? Yeah, let's go. That's the only reason. But for a belt, 135.
Yeah, this isn't the first time that you've called out Leandro Higo. Why do you keep coming back to Higo?
Because it's just unfinished business. I was meant to fight him in Italy. He couldn't get a visa. That's not his fault, but I still want to knock him out. Yeah, this is mental. I took a leaf out of Tyson Fury's book on this one. I'm working with two striking coaches. One of the striking coaches tonight was his debut. I'm his first fighter, and I trained him up, and he's a fucking animal as a striking coach. We're on the same wavelength. Cormac O'Brien, shout out to him. Shout out to Liam Kelly. Shout out to Jason Kearns, and of course John Kavanagh and Dave Roach. All amazing.
You spoke about the difficulty mentally in the past couple of fights. What's the difference like in those first few minutes, just to run into the cage, being in such a good mental place compared to previously?
In the last fight, I was in a good place mentally too. But like I said, and I keep saying, that killer instinct wasn't there. I didn't want to hurt Jornell, and I didn't. I wanted to destroy this man. I wanted to put him in a fucking hole tonight. That's the only difference.
Brian, one more for me. You always say about family and flag, and you talked about your family already, how big that was, but what did you feel like when the Ole's went up in the middle of your fight the first time tonight? How did that make you feel?
For family and flag, it's always, that's what I represent. I'm in the greatest country in the world. You'll not meet a prouder Irishman. My wife is out there tonight, my children are at home watching. It's a fucking beautiful day, and I'm privileged, blessed, and we're all honoured to be standing here, and I'm even more so to fight in front of that crowd.
Thanks for watching this video on SevereMMA.com. For more wonderful content, please click the like, subscribe and notification bell, and follow us on these social medias.